Hey, what's happening, Pelican? What's happening? How are you guys doing? Hey, nice to see you. In UK. Nice to see ya. What are you up to? What's happening, Red Jar? I was expecting a nice quiet night. God damn it. Yeah, so I'm just trying out all these different pens. I'm trying all these different pens on this Arches paper, and then I was gonna put watercolors on them and see what stuff looks like. Pen nerd. Freaking pen nerd. You come up with a bunch of night stuff? Get the glass tip pen out. Yeah, right. That stuff is crazy. I guess I should just use water on this first. Onion dip pen. Oh yeah. I don't know which one of these looks. Uh-oh. So I was really smart and scientific when I did all these. I don't remember which ones are which. There's a few I can isolate. I was just kind of randomly like, I don't know what I'm doing tonight. Okay, that one's definitely this. Not gonna work. Time to watch the VOD. Oh, that's a good idea. It's recorded. Alright, what's this one? Oh, shit. This one's not gonna work either. Which one was this? It's one of these tombos or zebras. Also, I could like isolate by like looking at them, and I bet they say like permanent or something, but that's like a lot of reading. I'd rather just go like, oops. Happy accidents. Nothing bad can happen. Thanks for the follow, Art. Get a nice mud, inky mud. Be prepared for me tonight to overbully you. Oh, yeah. That's right. Nighttober, that's right. I already forgot that you said we were going to do that. I got hyped on like 5 other things since then. Oh, that's right. I got to do the Nighttober. So I found this really cool guy on Instagram or Twitter or something. He's really popular, and I'm never gonna remember his name. But he does like ballpoint pen with watercolor, and it looks so slick. At least I think he's using ballpoint pen. I'm like, how does that? Really light washes of color, and I don't think I'm that skilled. Really cool though. Yeah, bring it on, Red. Do you know if anybody else is doing the Nighttober thing? After that one guy left it, he's like, I'm done. It sucked for me. I'm out of here. I don't even want to do it anymore. That other really cool Nighttober guy, and the guy that invented it, or the person, I don't know. Gobert. That says his name. Made it up. I think he's just drawing less, or maybe he has a busy job. Yeah, he's probably just got lame or something. Probably got like real jobs. So busy with my jobs. Anybody else in the anybody else doing nights that you know of, like in your little entourage or whatever? Marvel Cinematic Universe, that was a mistake. I feel like I have a very like Miyazaki view of that stuff. It was all a mistake. Honestador? And Timber seemed interested during the stream night. Yeah, you're trying to convince people. I literally had no plans, so I was like, yeah, might as well. Might as well do nights. Probably do some like weird witchy spin, like witch nights or something. But who cares who's doing it? I just want to know who to look at. I was like, maybe there's gonna be some cool people. Witch nights? Witch nights? Day 2 is pig. Oh. I saw they have some weird, like, abstracty stuff. I'm gonna have to be like, I'm gonna have to use my conceptual brain. Otherwise, I don't. Garden Night. Yeah, these are great. These are easy. I've got a million of those. There's a few doozies though in there. I'm like, wonder what I would do for that. Neon, you know? Something glowing. I have to look at the list. Can't remember what it said. The depths. Yeah, so I can get pumped in like 2 seconds. I'm like, yes! Easy. I got it. Doing it. I could do that in my sleep. your soul glow. But you don't have to take my word for it. Check out this neon night. Neon in the night. Aw, man. Oh man. I need to find some neon colors. Yeah, so I'm really glad that if you're still here, I'm really glad that that thing showed up on time, or not on time, but undamaged. I've had stuff show up damaged before. That was really fast though. It came I think I shipped it like on Saturday maybe. I was like, dang, that was quick. Wednesday. It was just lucky. It was lucky I even remembered to take it. I didn't remember. My wife remembered. Hey, didn't you want to mail something? I'm like, oh yeah. Not really, not yet. Oh, you got like an extra drawing in there that I was just doodling. I was thinking of a really dorky emote. It was like a quick draw. It was like the pig with this his finger's a pencil. Stupid. Oh, what was it? I was like, I'm sending it. It's like quick draw. Pistol, pencil pistols. I don't know. Something. Got extra drawing, got double drawing. Share burp. That's right, I had this thing. Hey, Daisha. What's a happening? Hey, how you doing, Alessandra? I'm just trying out a bunch of different pens with watercolors and seeing what works on this Arches paper. And then I didn't remember which pen went to which doodle, so it's a bad test. But I'm like, I need to try out a few things before Inktober starts. Yeah, I got some mushrooms going on, of course, or a mushroom, and I don't know. I guess it's a mushroom over here. Too many new tools. Yeah, no kidding. That's like everything. Like all the tools is always too much. Like, oh no. I'm like, you know what I need? A few more tools. I think I'm gonna get a fountain pen. Try out some of that. New tools actually gets me like excited to make new things, so even when they turn out horribly, like, man, we'll get them next time. And you throw it in the corner and never look at it again. Maybe next year I'll try it again. Do you ever participate in that Inktober or any sort of October challenge? Yeah, absolutely. It gets super overwhelming really quickly. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then I have to like step back and, you know, have an existential crisis. What am I even doing? Yeah, it's part of the creative process. Yeah, having mental breakdowns is like a classic thing for me. I have like, I said it before on here, but I have like 3 or 4 ups and down swings super hard on every piece, just about. Just quit on like the 3rd or 4th swing, that upswing. Done. How do you know there's gonna be another upswing? You don't. You're probably gonna die. And then you just, it gets better. Yeah, that's exactly. I start like days late. I pretend I forgot, or I really forget, and then I quit early. I do like 5 to 15 days. Then I'm like, for whatever reason, it stops. Other work, life stuff, get lazy, whatever. I've hung in there a few times. Pretty good. Kinda. Oh right, yeah. I try not to. That's not a cool vibe. It's more. I won't be streaming on those days. Quit early. Having internet problems. Later, folks. It's been real. Cause ain't nobody got time for that. In every other situation, I can go like, oh, I need to use the restroom, and I can leave the room. But when you're streaming, it's like, I just need to leave the situation immediately. Well, it's cool. Later, bye. Awkwardly turn off the stream. Go cry. Whatever this pin was, no go. I'm gonna use that one. Yeah, I didn't know if you had like a 40 mushrooms in 30 days kind of challenge or something. I ate 40 mushrooms in 30 days. Prepare for the reckoning. Mushroom time. Tree boy. Thank you. Clink, clink. Do you ever find someone's art style that feels too unique, but you want to try it? You're like, it feels like I don't this dude I found. I mean, he's super. People probably know him. I just don't remember the names, but. Ballpoint pen with light colored watercolor. It's like, this is really cool. I feel like it's such a unique thing. I've never seen anybody do it that you're clearly aping. Oh man. Yeah, there's this illustrator that I found that does these wait, if that means if you do Inktober or make your own list or something like that. Yeah, I'm doing I decided to go with my buddy Red doing this Night-tober, like 30 days of nights. 30 days of night, that sounds medieval nights. But I'm not gonna be able to do that. Right, they make it look so easy, all the cool styles of illustration. I'm like, I can do that, and then you try it, it's like, nope. 30 nights of nights, exactly. 30 nights of nights. Oh man. I hate my memory. I wish I could recall the person, the artist. I would try to look it up, but I'm too lazy. Red Jar! 30 nights and nights. Yes, I'm doing it with Red Jar. And if you don't know, I can't remember anymore who knows who and what and where and how I found people, but Red Jar is awesome if you don't know him. People just appear. That's right. Then they vanish. Whoosh. And then they show back up and I'm like, am I supposed to know you? I'm supposed to know you. Tree houses and bicycles. Yeah, see, that's the way to do it. I always make some like mixture of multiples, and then I'll end up just going on my own and not doing a list and just drawing for however many days I can draw in ink. That's basically that's all I do. Just pop. They're there and then they're gone. They don't exist. And I've forgotten. And then they just show back up and I'm like, oh yeah, I still have forgotten. Yeah, poof. Puff. People just kind of poof in and out of existence. Who really knows people? Who are you? I used to imagine everybody's a bot, like anymore. Like that person can't be real. They're robots, something. It's gotta be. It's like AI's gotten really good. They've convinced me 100%, but I'm super stupid, so it's really easy. So I'm like, they was like, that was freaking child's play convincing that guy. He keeps talking like they're real people. Maybe we all are bots. If you're in my stream, there's 19 people supposedly, or whatever, I don't know. They gotta be. It can't be real. Why? That's all I keep saying. But why? Why? I don't know. I'm just a figment of someone else's imagination. I'm trying to find who it is. That's my quest. Whose imagination do I belong to exactly? Watercolors do I use? I use fancy schmancy Daniel Smith watercolors. Not all Daniel Smith. I can't remember. I have a handful of like. This is all the colors, but they're nice watercolors. This is all I have though. And there's no real rhyme or reason why I have these ones. Just kind of picked. And was like, well, I finished a commission, a freelance job, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some fancy watercolors. So it's Daniel Smith, and actually, let me go grab the little baggie. 1 second. Yeah, fancy pants, right? Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get. Well, I had done a whole bunch of gouache paintings, so I was excited that I was still painting, so I was like, you could expand this brand. I don't even know what it is. QOR. I saw a few. Someone was like raving about 2 of these colors, and I was like, okay, I'll include these 2 colors, dioxazine purple and phthalo turquoise. And I was like, that looks so fun, I'm gonna grab those 2. And then the rest are a slew of, oh crap, I got a Winsor & Newton in here too, I guess. That's it though. That's it. Those 3. Daniel Smith, Core, and Winsor & Newton. They last a long time though. I mean, they feels like they're gonna last me forever. Watercolor King. Yeah, right, man. I have this many colors, and there's literally like 400 Daniel Smith colors. And these aren't all. So I don't even know. It seems endlessly ridiculous. They aren't cheap, which is why I waited until I did a freelance job and felt like I was like, treat yourself. That's how I did it with gouache. Gouache paints, I use what is it? Holbein. And I wouldn't let myself buy them until I used up a whole sketchbook. I was like, if you can fill a sketchbook full of these gouache paints, then you can buy other stuff. You can buy. And I started with 1 brush and ended up buying a whole bunch of brushes. But I was like, 1 brush, 3, and as you keep going, and then I would sell a painting, and I'm like, oh, that I can buy a few more paints, because otherwise I end up just buying something and it just sits and never gets used, and it makes me depressed. So I have to limit my. If I make art, I can buy art supplies. If I don't make art, I can't buy anymore. Weird, like, addict brain. All right. Because it used to be just hoard stuff for no reason. Like, I think I'm going to use pastels. And then never touch pastels for 10 years or something. Yeah, get yourself some. Brushes are cool. The more I learn about them, that you don't really need super crazy brushes. They have like awesome cheap synthetics and whatnot. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God these aren't all like $50 things I have to buy. The color stuff actually was worth it. The reason why I did buy fancy watercolors is because I was selling gouache paintings. Well, I had sold a couple. And the realization, I'm like, why do I have to spend expensive colors? Because of the light fastness. Because if I sold a piece, which I had for like $600, and within 6 months the pinks I used would just vanish, or the blues would just turn clear, then I would be super embarrassed. So I'm like, you really do, if you're gonna sell paintings with stuff, then you need to make sure they're light fast, because that would suck. Someone spends $600 and then frame it for another couple hundred, and then within the year half the colors are kind of vanished off the walls. Like, that's no good. So you kind of, there's a legit reason to spend money on the fancier watercolors. And to not buy fancy markers. Because they all fade. I wanted to buy markers so bad, I'm like, they really just vanish in the daylight. It's like, even the real expensive ones. Dustin, what if you can't sell a painting for $600? Then don't worry about it. It's a different problem to deal with. I was just like, I was selling paint and I wanted to price them higher. And I was like, I used really crappy gouache in that painting. It's me, Grandma. Hey, Grandma. That's a problem for the future me. No way, man. I don't want to, like, I'm not gonna ever trash talk other creative people. It's awesome. I found 2 this weekend that make have the most amazing setup. I guess I can just say they're on YouTube. An amazing business with the craziest low skill that I've ever seen. And I'm like, how? Wow. They have Patreons that are way more than I'd ever make. Like, they've really figured out how to hustle and do something like way. I was like, they just exist in some weird little bubble of the world, and they've convinced they must be providing some sort of information, tutorials, or something that people are, their personality or something, because the art skills, it's like, it just kind of opens the doors. You're like, wow, there's a lot of opportunity for lots of people, which is kind of hopeful, because you're like, I don't like my stuff. Well, you're better than somebody out there. And new people are always like, hey, show me how you did that. Right? It's kind of a weird realization, and it's hard to keep in your head, because you know it, and then you like forget it and get down on yourself, and you're like, oh, there's so many people that would love your stuff almost at any skill level. You're always going to be blowing someone's mind. You just have to find those those people. Or not. I mean, if that's not a goal. Yep. Yeah, I have all. Yeah, that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Used to be very insecure, so I stopped creating even though I want to. It can be hard. Yep. Yeah, you get really dumb inside your head. And then you're like, make stuff again, and you're like, oh, this is... why was I not making stuff? I don't get it. Slow learner. So what do you work on right now? You have like a project for your stuff, or you just like make one-off pieces of artwork and try to sell them? Yeah, it's sort of. I like this guy too. This creature. Currently working on having a decent portfolio. I stopped creating for many, many years. Well, I'm finally better in terms of my work. I'm learning as much as I can. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's right. You have art school. So yeah, you're all like portfolio. Where do you want to work? Do you know yet? Because a portfolio, you try to get like just straight illustration work, like be a freelancer. Yeah, I think I'll try freelance since I have another job. I work at a cultural venue, organizing art events and whatnot. Yep. That sounds pretty smart. Also sounds fun, organizing events. Like art events. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I went to a like a plein air event put on by a similar sounding thing, and they were so eager for like for like to set up anything remote or whatnot. They're like, you want to set up a workshop and stuff? And I'm like, I'm just here to do the plein air stuff with other plein air artist stuff. But it sounded like they were just really scrambling because they just needed some sort of content that they could provide that's not in studio or in the workspace or whatever. In my dream to create books or something related to animation. Related to animation. That seems interesting. No, I have a job working at a printing press making cartoon art. Cartoony looking art for like slot machine art. For like lottery ticket type stuff. And I pick up freelance every now and then, but normally, like lately, I just like making my own stuff, like the last few years. And if something's really, if a job comes along that's really interesting, then whatever. I don't really know what I'm doing. Good doodle day. I was actually testing out, hey Matt, I'm testing out a bunch of pens with watercolor to see how they react. And I was like, for Inktober, and also how everything is on this Arches paper. If pens will even work very well or not. I've never used pens on Arches paper. Yep, for sure. Some are okay, some are not. Also, I don't really know what I'm doing. As usual. Experiment night. It's like, nope, that didn't really work too well. Don't do that. Yeah, I've got it under control. Always so under control. Hey Matt, are you gonna do Inktober? You probably got like plenty of freelance stuff to keep you busy. You wish you had the energy. Those young whippersnappers. I just like to pretend I have the energy. It's like, just LARP a little, man. Just I got this. And then you don't got this, but that's, you know. How do they do it? I don't know either, man. I don't usually complete it. I definitely get hyped easily. Yeah, so you can say we tried. I did my best. And then you can like make up something like, well, I had work got in the way. Life got in the way. You think people who think they know what they're doing? You don't know what you're doing. Oh man, some people seem to know what they're doing. Seem to, I guess. Guess you're right. You could be right. You may have one drawing. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen any ink work from you, Matt. I've seen your digital blacklight, so I know you could probably do awesome stuff. I just don't think I have seen it. Do you ever do traditional work? I mean, I'm sure you did, but like, do you ever do it anymore? I don't even have a pen that works anymore. They've all dried up. It's been decades. I doodle and pencil on printer paper all the time. Yeah, it's like you got a ballpoint pen sitting around. Ah, your kid stole it. Darned children. Almost motivating you. Dude, do some work, man. Or don't. Man, I was really not gonna stream tonight. Like I hadn't streamed all weekend. I was like, I'm gonna give myself some time to think of stuff to paint and draw in my sketchbook. I didn't really come up with a whole lot. I was like, I'll do that again tonight. You should just start the stream and for no reason. Like, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. Just test out some stuff on paper. It's not gonna work. It'll work. Yeah, red jar jam. The buddy coming through. He brought in the crew. Cause he's a swell guy. Yes. I like the way it looks. You get mesmerized. It's also like ridiculously impossible to predict, it seems. Which I also like, kinda. It's slowly becoming my favorite. Because I was using gouache just because it felt kind of like digital painting. And gouache is basically watercolor too, I guess. What's your favorite medium? What's your favorite? oil painting, the smells and the cleanup and the time and the everything is just so much. But you can't get that look. Nothing else gets that look. The oil look. I guess I would say my favorite is digital because it's free and endless and relatively free. But my thought with digital was it was always very inspiring because you look at all these amazing digital artists in so many different styles and you're like, I have all of that right here. If I just wiggle my hands right, I have everything. I don't need to have huge canvas. I don't have to have special pens. I don't have to have special pigments and whatnot, inks and all that stuff. I don't have to have scan stuff in. I don't have to have cameras. I don't have to have... It's literally wiggle hand on the device. If you do it long enough and whatever. So, digital is always very inspiring. And so, that's what I'm better at. It's only way later that I'm like, I'm gonna try to do the thing that's really hard and I just told myself I didn't want to do. Actual traditional paint. But it's fun to do. Yep. It's endlessly fun to, and I can get lost playing and with digital paintings forever too. I think having the day job on the computer though makes it less exciting to get back on the computer. So I tend to find myself in my sketchbook and doing actual paintings more nowadays. Right, the video games thing. It's like, I want to play video games. I want to do art, and I want to work. I don't want to work, but... Computer. Night of Decode. Thanks for the follow. So what are you working on now, Matt, if you're still there? Like you said you were working on... I can't remember what I just saw you post. You shared something with me too, which was also pretty cool. Some like screaming lich person. He's gone. Womp womp. A mini drone tank. That seems like a jump. It's a different. That's a different thing. The cyberpunk guy. A big battle. It's like a fireside tale montage. Yeah, it's something. Don't know what it is. Yes, absolutely. Thanks for hanging out for a while. That's awesome. I was also thinking of wrapping it up as well. It's been a fun couple hours. Glad I turned on the stream instead of just doing nothing. So, enjoy your dinner. Just in time. Heck yeah. I need to figure out this rating thing. 1 second. Should probably do that again.
Sort of lock the layer. block the opacity in all these layers. What'll eventually happen is, like, once I get the colors like sort of laid in a little